Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video, and welcome to another session of USA Weekly Market Report. Now if you have watched my previous video of last week, I have specifically told one thing: do not try to short the market, and the kind of movement we have or we have or we will probably having in the upcoming weeks is going to be on the upside, and it's going to be very sharp because we have seen what has happened after the J. Powell's report, and how the market has responded, because market sensed that there is no magic switch that the central bank can pull off, and after which everything is going to be fit and fine. It's not going to happen, and whatever going to happen is already happening. We have seen the stock market is going on the upside, and if they try to do the taper kind of thing, there will be a lot bigger problem that will probably happen very soon than everybody is expecting. Because understand one thing, no one want to accept the challenge. Everyone is trying to kick the can as far as possible so that they can save their political career. That's also one thing that you need to understand here, because nobody want to take the blame that in my regime or in his or her regime there is a recession that has come because of X, Y, or Z policies. And we have seen how things were changed, or how political scenarios are also changed. So it is not only economical but political disadvantage as well that nobody want to take the responsibility of. Now as far as the trend is concerned, what we can see over here, that overall the last Friday close was somewhere positive or negative in the middle. And as you can see here, Dow Jones 35,300, NASDAQ 15,363, and this is the index that is going to lead the market. And you will see high beta or risk on trade is anyhow back on the table. So you need not to jump and say that it's going to end very soon. That's not going to happen. If you don't want to be in the trend, just stay out, but don't try to short it, otherwise you will be in a big problem. And we have seen that gold is also started moving higher. Apart from that, if you look at the 10-year treasury, it is somewhere balanced, and it is near 1.32, because until and unless Fed stops managing this thing, or put their pedal, they have control on all these things. You can't see this rates will start moving on either of the side. So what we have here are very positive things that are going on. And more specifically, if you are looking at the US dollar index, where you can see the 93 is long gone, and US dollar index closed at 92.12. I think this is the adjusted price, because the market closed at 92.04. So this is going to lead the global stock market rally on the upside. Now let's start with US dollar index, as this is going to give an indication where the stock market or the equity market across the world is going to lead. So what we have here, first, so this is the chart of dollar index. As you can see here, you have a 93.48 on the upside, and looking at the trend we have, it is very much clear that it is moving towards 89.55. So we have seen how the stock market has moved previously, and the reason why stock market were consolidating when dollar index was moving up is because they are waiting probably for an indication from the central bank, and now they have get what they want. So obviously they have sensed how the policy is going to be, or how the policy is going to unveil in the upcoming months and years, because they can do something, or they can say that we are going to do that, but whether it will actually happen or not, that's a big thing. Now as you can see here, this has been consolidating. So right now it is moving toward the lower end of the range 89.55, and we have 88.37. So I will specifically look at 88.37, or on the downside we have 88. So if it falls below 88, then there will be a big slide that is yet to be seen, because it has been in a consolidation for the last 5 or 6 years. Now it is at the lower end of the range, so it's about the probability whether it will again move up or falling down, and we don't see any sign from any of the central bank across the globe, and neither we can. There is no chance that they are going to take the responsibility and try to lead the free market do what it actually does in the meanwhile, because everybody wants to control it. So we will have further decline in the price of dollar going forward. So that's what is leading the global market rally. Now, having said that, if you are looking at the price of NASDAQ, so as you can see here, I have been specifically bullish on this particular index. Every index is bullish, but we know that this is a high beta index, and when NASDAQ is going to move a lot much higher and much sharper than any other index. And if you want, you can check the bigger trend, because I have already made videos on how does it looks like as far as the long-term trend is concerned. But if you are looking at the daily chart, as you can see here, the way NASDAQ is moving, what we have here on the downside is 14,500, and on the upside we have a target that will be in between 17,200 and 17,900. So there is a lot to be covered in the upcoming sessions, in the days, weeks and months. So I will again say this thing, that do not try to short the market. And I have been saying this thing for the last 2 or 3 weeks, that if you are trying to short the market, you will be in a big problem, very big problem, that you need to understand over here. So do understand this thing before taking any trend or trade out of it. Now, talking about the Dow Jones and what's happening over here is it's look like more of a flat chart for the time being, and but this is nothing to be worried about, because if you are looking at the daily chart, or if you are looking at the swing, you will see that it is very much there in the range, and the target or the levels that we're going to look at will be something like this. So this is the lower end of the range, and if we can move towards the higher end of the range, so towards the higher end of the range we have something like 37,000, and we have 38,000. So this is the range that we are looking at as far as Dow Jones is concerned. So that's why I've been saying this thing again and again, that trend is positive and this is not going to end very soon. So momentum is there, and momentum will be there in the stock market and in the global equity market. Now we have seen a sharp decline in gold, and last time I have said that about the gold and silver, I think. So now the gold has also turned, and from its big support it has turned, and it has turned very quickly. So from the lows of 1677, it is now trading at 1833. Okay, it is trading at 1833, and the way this is moving and the way the stock is moving, it's going to be so here we are, and what we have here is 1777 as a support, and the target we have been looking at will be 1921. So this is what we can see as far as the price chart of gold is concerned, and beyond 1921 this will again retest the high of 20,000 or 2000 on the upside. Now talking about the silver, I think silver is again back in action. So as you can see, now if you're looking at the price chart of silver, this is not moving anywhere, and this has been consolidating since I think it's July or August 2020. So it's been a year we have seen consolidation as far as the price chart of silver is concerned. So what has happened, the price chart of silver, in the price chart of silver, is it moved sharply and then it went into a consolidation. So as you can see, from the lows of 11.9 and it went up to $30, which is 157% higher, and right now it's been consolidating in between 22.3 on the downside, and on the upside you have 30. So the levels that we're going to look at will be 24.36 as your immediate support and 22 as your stop loss. Beyond 24 we have 26, we have 29, we have 29.85, and we have 30.8. After this consolidation gets over, because there is 150% worth of move, we can actually see 180% worth, 150% worth of move beyond 30 as well, which gives me a price target at or near $77. So this is how big the target could probably be if this works out and once the consolidation gets over. So hold on to the levels and we will definitely see some big spike as far as the trend is concerned in the price chart of silver. So everything looks good, the commodity looks good, the stock market looks good. Fed is in no mood, or global central bank is in no mood for what's been there in the market as far as the news is concerned, and what you can see in terms of data is very much different. And we are somewhere we are someone which believes in data rather than the news. News can create volatility, which is good for trader, but if you can hold it for long term, you need to be data driven and you need to see where the data is actually moving and not. Okay, it's not about the words, it's about the data. And right now the data is saying that everything or most of the thing is in the favor of bull market rather than the bear market. And you will see the inflation is going to creep on the upside, where you will see the price of commodity, the price of equity, stocks, everything is going to move and move very sharply on the upside. So this is what we can see as far as the next 1 week's trade is concerned, or trend is concerned, or probably beyond 1 week. So do not try to short the market. I'll say the same thing again, because the price is on the upside and you will see some very sharp moves as far as the financial instruments are concerned, because you will see crypto, you will see stocks, you will see commodities, you will see oil and gas, you will see bonds, not bond interest but bond price. Everything is going to move on the upside, so probability is very high. So this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.